Today we're having an AI same prompt challenge and we're testing out Ideogram versus Midjourney. Let's jump right in and check out these results. The first prompt is 3D text made out of bubbles saying Marcy Noel. These are the results from Ideogram. I think this is the best design that it made. Let me show you the other four. This one, it just wrote out the first part of my name. So out of four, it was able to write my name, full name twice, and then the other two, it just wrote out my first name. These are the results for Midjourney. Now, of course, we know that Midjourney doesn't write text. So when we're looking at the results as far as quality, of course, Midjourney has beautiful results, but when it comes to the text, it's a no-go. Now with Ideogram, as we can see, this is my favorite choice from that prompt. The sharpness is low, but I can fix this in Photoshop. But it was able to get my name right. For that reason, Ideogram wins the first challenge. The second prompt was to create a hyper-realistic photo of Elon Musk holding a sign that says "to the moon" with a background of outer space. It hit all the variables. This one says "to the moon." Definitely looks like Elon. The second result. Okay, this one, the text did not turn out. Another great option and another great option. Now, first glance, we can see that none of the text is there, of course, but the quality is beautiful. Now, I would say out of the four images, this one looks the most like Elon. This is like a close second. And to be honest, I'm going to have to say that Ideogram has a better result. Ideogram pretty much has all of the variables that I put in the prompt. It says "to the moon," has the outer space background, has Elon, and this looks like what I had in mind. Prompt challenge number 3 was a logo made out of microchips that says Marcy Noel. I did not really get the results that I was expecting. These are just like random characters. If I had to pick one, I guess it would be this one. My name was not spelled accurately, but this is just basic text. It's nothing really special. There's no microchip effect or anything on it. These are the results from Midjourney. I do like the engraving. I wish the letters were spelled properly because that would be amazing. So in this case, just because they're both kind of bad, I think I'm going to go with Midjourney. The next prompt challenge was a hyper-realistic photo of Thanos holding a sign saying "subscribe to Marcy Noel," which at this point right now, please feel free to subscribe and support the channel. Thank you very much. Thanos appreciates it as well. Okay, so these are the results. I think they turned out pretty cool. And these are the results from Midjourney. Let's take a closer look. Yes, this is Thanos if he was a human. Of course, there is no text. He is holding something in his hands. So I could possibly edit these because the position of the hand is in a good place. But like I said, the focus is to try to get as close as possible to the prompt. But Ideogram, once again, is giving me exactly what I asked for. So if we put aside the quality control issue as far as texture and sharpness, I'm going to have to go with Ideogram again. You guys know Midjourney is my favorite, so seeing the type of results that Ideogram is making, it's making me a little bit nervous for Midjourney. Next prompt challenge is a book cover of a cyberpunk city with title saying Marcy Noel brings AI to Gotham. These are the results from Ideogram. With this one, I was a bit surprised. There was no text at all. These are the results from Midjourney. If we're just looking at the background design and the illustration, I'm definitely going to go with Midjourney on this one. This reminds me more of Gotham, more of like an old school Batman comic. So I definitely prefer the style that Midjourney created versus Ideogram. Next prompt was stock photography of a box of cereal in the shape of stars with 3D render of cupcake mascot, Pixar style with the text saying Marcy O's, colorful and vibrant. And I think they turned out so funny. I love them though. They look insane. Now this is my favorite, but let's take a look at the last one. They're so cute. I mean, these look amazing. These are the Midjourney results. I mean, it looks spectacular. I love the texture. I love the design. Now, I do wish, of course, the text was my actual name. This one is just too cute. I'm gonna have to go with Ideogram. I did not expect to like this app so much more. It's I mean, this looks crazy. Midjourney wins when it comes to texture, to the higher resolution, to the attention to details. The negative aspect of it is that if you're not a designer and you don't know how to use, for example, Photoshop to fix some of these variables, you're either going to have to learn or you're going to have to hire and pay someone to try to fix these things for you. The next prompt was Disney Pixar movie poster of Zendaya dressed as Cinderella and Tom Holland dressed up as Prince Charming with title saying dreams do come true. Now, this does not look like Zendaya at all. Like this one, if I squint, no, still no. And I don't know what monstrosity that is in the background. We're just going to ignore that. So the only good thing I'll say is that it did spell out Cinderella. These are the Midjourney results. Now, of course, the quality is beautiful, but it looks nothing like her at all. But since Ideogram and Midjourney both did not really fulfill the prompt, I'm actually just going to choose Midjourney because overall the quality is better. I could probably do a face swap and then make it look like Zendaya, and then it would be perfect. In the last prompt challenge, I wanted to make it a little bit more fun, so I created the prompt that stated a thumbnail of Mr. Beast eating bars of chocolate with a background of Chocolate Factory saying, "You get $1 million." So these are the results that Ideogram created. Of course, none of these look like Mr. Beast. These are the results from Midjourney. Now, none of these look like Mr. Beast, but they are surrounded by chocolate, which is a good thing. I did not want to end this video just showing you two terrible examples from both of the AI apps. So I'm going to show you actually how to fix it and how to make it look more realistic to try to optimize and reach the desired vision that you have. And I turned it into this image. So how did I do this? Well, I used a third-party bot called Insight Face Swap, and it allows you to switch faces so that you can try to get an image as close as possible to the person that you're trying to recreate. So I think it looks more like Mr. Beast now holding a bar of chocolate. And I did the same thing with the image from Ideogram. And now in Photoshop, this is what you can do. So we started with an image that looked nothing like Mr. Beast. I used the Insight Face Swap bot. I changed his face. Then I brought it into Photoshop. I used the Generative AI tool to expand the canvas. Then I used the Generative AI in order to add a few more chocolate bars. And then you end up with something like this. Now with this one, of course, the text is not accurate, but the important aspect of this image is that you have the spacing. So I can easily fix this text. Midjourney image, I did the same thing. I'm using the image where I switched out the face. I added some more piles of chocolate. I added a chocolate water fountain, some chocolate bars in the top. I was trying to make it look like it was melting and then pouring out. And then he is in his chocolate factory. So I just wanted to show you guys quickly how you can take an AI image that may not necessarily look exactly the way you want, but when you tweak a few things, you can get it closer to the vision that you have in mind. This took me less than 5 minutes. So you can do something super fast or spend more time on it because with AI tools, they're so quick. So who do I want to win? This is a tough one because I love Midjourney. It is definitely my favorite. I think I'm really starting to like Ideogram. I do have to fix a lot of the issues. So if we ignore the resolution and the texture issues or like the hyperrealism, but who actually created a closer prompt, I'm gonna have to go with Ideogram. So I think they're gonna be competition. If Ideogram optimizes their resolution and their texture issues and their hyperrealism, and they keep their ability to get the prompts as close as possible as we've seen today, ooh, that's a game changer. The Midjourney, I'm gonna need for you guys to get those text effects ready and get these prompts as close as possible the way Ideogram is doing, because they are really trying to come for your audience. Still loyal to Midjourney. I love it. It's still my favorite, but oh, Ideogram is now definitely in the top 10 AI apps. So I definitely recommend using Ideogram. Test it out. It's free. You can create unlimited images right now. So let me know in the comments who you think won the challenge. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow with more AI news, more AI reviews. And I'll always keep you guys updated with what's hot in AI. All right, guys, have a great night. Bye-bye.